Harp, you were banging the drum to call it McLean as loud as anybody out there, but how has he been able to exceed even your expectations?
I tell you just watch him, Eamon. I mean, he's fun to watch. You see all the movement. His stuff is dazzling. There's no doubt about it. And he used all his pitches as guys were talking about. But to me, you know, I mean, I was out there for his debut, and everybody's talking about his poise, his presence, and you see it. He's got so much confidence. To me, 0 walks in the second and third starts against the Braves and the Phillies. That says a lot about his confidence to attack, his poise, to be able to throw all those pitches in any count. I mean, really, he is exceeding anybody's expectations at this point, but there's nothing fluky about it when you see the way he can maneuver his pitches, pitch ability to go with that kind of stuff. Just, you know, that's quite a combination.
Well, I think it's fair to say that McLean has literally transformed this entire season. I don't think that's hyperbole. I don't think it's exaggeration. The Mets were a baseball team in dire need of a spark. They were a team that needed somebody within the starting rotation to go and step up. Well, the major leagues, they weren't finding answers, so David Stearns goes down to the minor leagues, and since we've seen McLean from his first start against the Seattle Mariners, then his second start, and now finishing off the sweep against the Philadelphia Phillies, Harp, it's not fluky because the stuff, the confidence, the bravado is there, and I talk about it all the time. 8 innings. 8 innings. 8 innings.
8's the new 10.
I mean, my goodness, you got 8 innings.
That's what happens when you don't walk anybody. You keep the pitch count down.
And the pitch count was low. He's got 50-something pitches in the 6th inning, for goodness sakes. This is something that is clearly tangible. And moving forward now, you're a Met fan every 5th day. This is the guy you want on the mound.
He and Vientos have changed the feel of the season. I think there's no doubt.
Excellent.
Well, that leads us to our next question, because the offense has been transformed as well. Because remember, fellas, back in the first half and some part of August, loss after loss, we would lament the Mets' inability to hit with runners in scoring position. Well, those days are long gone. 5 for 8 on Wednesday in those situations. JJ, how different has this offense become since August 12th?
Yeah, they have a better approach at the plate. They're doing a much better job with runners on base. But to me, this lineup looks different when you see guys at the bottom of the order lengthening this baby out. We've talked about Brett Beatty and how different a player he is, Harp, in these home games as opposed to the road games. The splits are just off the charts. And the Vientos heater, he's now on the full-fledged heater because the confidence is oozing. The ball basically looks like a beach ball for him, for goodness sakes. And he's driving in runs. He's got a good approach with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and he's hitting the ball out of the ballpark. And he looks like the player, Harp, that we saw last year.
And it's significant because he starts at second base and McNeil's in center, so Mullins is on the bench. So Mendoza's going with the hot hand. He's part of that. He and Vientos, when he's hitting like this, it just changes the feel of that lineup. But to go back to you said a better approach. You know, remember a couple weeks ago, Mendoza called his guys out for not making in-game adjustments to the pitching they were seeing, situational hitting and all that. And he was talking about it the other day. They're starting to go the other way in those situations better. So it does feel like maybe they've come to learn some things, and you know they're going the other way and not trying to hit home runs all the time. That makes a difference in those kind of I was calling them the RSP blues. Now they are the RSP success, I guess.
And there it is, 388 right now since August 12th. And you know, Mendoza said after the game, we've had times where guys were hot for a period. Now we have like 4, 5, 6 guys locked in at the plate, and obviously the Mets are taking advantage of it.